Hey, good people. How's everyone doing? I trust that everyone is doing well. Let me just say happy Easter, right? Happy Resurrection Sunday. It's been a good day for me and mine. Hopefully, it's been a good day for you and yours. With that being said, let's just get to it, right? I don't have a lot to share on today. Just gotta continue to do my chiming in on Sunday. If I don't chime in any other time during the week, got to be regularly on Sunday to show that I'm committed. So, anyway, I'm Chris, and here to just share some of my knowledge or share some of my experience of being able to um, grow my wealth in the markets, right? To build my financial wealth as I capitalize on my financial knowledge as I grow it via YouTube, via Google, via reading books, via having conversations with like-minded folks, right? So, anyway, I just watched a video where Larry Jones, and sorry about that noise there if it came through, but it was Larry Jones, it was Stocks with Josh, and it was Keaton Grace, and the title of the video was Trust the Process. So I'm not going to steal, his title, his subject, but it made me give a thought as to what I'll share on today, right? So, excuse me, in times past, I know I've said time and time again, you need to have a plan, right? You need to have a plan of what it is you're trying to do. I hear my mentors on YouTube oftentimes say you have to be able to pivot if necessary. Pivot because of news that's going on in the market. Pivot because of news that's going on in the world. News that's going on in the politics. News that's going on in the financial world. Whatever the case may be, sometimes things happen in life that you have to pivot in your personal relationship, on your job, what have you. Military used to teach us always be adaptable, adapt and overcome whatever the situation is at hand, whatever's that's in front of you. So I take that mantra, that motto into excuse me, every area of my life. So with that being said, you always need to have a plan, but as things happen in your life, as your knowledge grows, as your wealth grows, you're gonna come up. You're gonna pivot and adjust and to better develop your plan for yourself, for your family, and for your finances, right? You're going to have a plan that you think is a great plan for a year, 2 years, 5 years, what have you. But as time progresses and you continue to learn, you continue to grow, and you see your money continue to grow, you're going to develop better and better plans. So, at the on site, you still need to have a plan. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do with whatever it is you're trying to accumulate in the market, stock market, crypto market, both, whatever the case may be. So, my initial plan was to maybe generate enough funds to supplement my 401k. As you know, I just came up with the plan that I would like to retire at 59 and a half, right? But when I came up with that thought, that idea, that desire, I looked at my 401k. Did a little research to figure out what I would need if I retired at 59 and a half. And almost everything says you need at least $1 million when you retire. And hopefully the idea is that it will take you 20, 30 years into the future. Then you need to figure out how much do you need to live off of at 59 and a half, right? And then you divide that by, or you multiply that times 20 or 30 years. And bottom line is that's the amount of funds you would need at the time of retirement in order to retire comfortably. That's a thought in theory, right? Well, so based on my knowledge at the time, I said, okay, this is probably where I'll be when I retire 59 and a half based on how my 401k had been performing. And I knew I wouldn't be there. I would be light years away. And so I said, well, I have a little disability coming in from the military. Maybe I'll get that over time, get that bumped up over time. And then your worst case scenario, if it stayed the same, you know, you get a little increase every year just because of the cost of living. So anyway, I said, well, that at least will help my 401k since it's going to be lacking, right? And when I got into the stock market outside of my 401k and then eventually bumped into crypto, I said, okay, maybe this can be a tool to offset my 401k since it's going to be lacking. Fast forward 2.5 years later, and my personal brokerage accounts being in the stock market and crypto, I found myself neck and neck with my 401k. Say, man, with that being the case, maybe it won't be no problem in retiring at 59 and a half. Maybe I could retire a little bit earlier. And then as time progressed, I was thinking, well, my 401k can be my backup plan and my portfolios can cover my retirement. Then as I continue to own, don't really need to retire, just need to become my own boss and not work for anyone else, you know. As you study and as you research, you'll hear people begin to say, as you accumulate funds in your brokerage accounts, you want to buy back your time. That means having more of your time to do what you want to do versus having all your time to commit to your job and helping make money for the industry, right? Nothing wrong with working on a job and making money for the industry, but there's also nothing wrong with having more of your time for yourself to be able to spend time with your family, to be able to build a better family unit, even though your kids may be grown, right? There's nothing wrong with spending time with your kids, even your grown kids, and helping them out in life and pushing them along, right? Motivating them along, helping them out in any way you can, helping them out with their kids or helping them out with things around the house, because the more we can do for our kids, the better life they can have in their tomorrow, right? If we're already building a better life for ourselves, let's begin to help our children, let's begin to help our grandkids, let's even begin to help or put a plan in place to help our future grandkids and our future grandkids. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, the Bible says a good man, whosoever a good man is, it says a good man leave inheritance for his children and his children's children. That means you leave inheritance for the immediate generation of your kids, and you leave an inheritance that's going to be able to take care of your kids and your grandkids. That means the kids that your kids have, and it's good to have motivation to leave something for your kids, and their kids after them, right? All right, man, I be all over the place, but it's good. It's good to me. It's knowledge is power, and it helps me. It inspires me. I used to think maybe when I read in the Bible how a good man leaving inheritance for the children and the children's children, I said, I guess this must be talking about the good men in the Old Testament because it no longer exists in my time. So I thought. Since then, I've learned it's not so hard to do those things. It all comes with knowledge, time, and experience. I would have never fathomed being able to leave anything to my kids because it was so tough being able to provide for my kids in the here and now, myself and my companion. And over the years, I come to find out, well, it's not so hard in providing for my, for myself and my companion once the kids all got grown. And then I found myself being able to help them at times. And then I found myself being able to help my kids and my grandkids at times. But it was still a struggle. But as I continued on and I got in the market and, okay. Again, I say Larry Jones dropped that video, Trust the Process. I strongly encourage you to watch that. Okay, so I'm kind of building on points about that. And my points on today is there's a lot of money to be made in the stock market and crypto, but you got to learn the game, right? At times I've said it's good to know, being able to identify what's a low price, what's a low cost for a stock or a crypto that you're interested in. But you also at the time you're getting in it or before you get in it, you also need to know what is its potential in the immediate future, 30 days, 60 days, a year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. If you don't know these things, then you'll be operating blindly. What do I mean? You get into a crypto or a stock on today, and on tomorrow, that stock of that crypto is up plus $5 a coin or $5 a share. And you think that's great because maybe you bought 50, maybe it was a cheap stock. Maybe you bought the stock at $1, and so you bought 50 on. 50 is not a bad number, right? And that stock goes up $5 in 12 hours. You would be patting yourself on the back. I did a good job. I guess it's time for me to sell this and put the money someplace else, right? But if you do a little research and you do the potential, you see the potential of 30 days, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. And let's say the potential in 3 years is the $5 it ran overnight is great, right? But in 3 years, let's say it's supposed to run up an additional 100 on top of the $5. So what should you do when it went up that $5 overnight? I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot tell you what to do with your hard-earned money. I can only make share in my knowledge and my experience, or give recommendations or suggestions. Yes, I will be excited myself with that $5 profit, and if I need it, then I could see taking a portion of that position, selling a portion of that position to do something with the funds. If you don't need it, then if you must, maybe take 5 or 10% profit out of the position and either put it into another position that's beat down and has the potential to run, or take that 5 or 10% and leave it in your brokerage account as buying power when you see another opportunity to take advantage of, just as you jumped into that one, right? But again, if you do no research, then you see it run, even though it runs $5, and that's a great thing. But it could be nothing if you don't understand the potential of it. I'm saying that because I had to learn that the hard way. I seen profits, took profits, sold it, put it into something else. Had no knowledge about building a strong position and selling off a percentage of it at a time. So that's free game, right? So oftentimes I've said it, and you'll hear it from different influencers out here on the grand world of YouTube, TikTok, what have you. That is crystal ball. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody has a crystal ball that we go in and we can see that this stock or this crypto is going to do this in the next 24 hours, or it's going to do this in the next week, in the next month, 6 months, year, what have you. But what we can do, we can look at something, we can read different news, we can obtain different knowledge from the tools that you have out there, and you can make a sound decision, right? You can make a sound decision. Yeah, I'm not trying to preach, but I like the way it sounds. So anyway, guys and gals, I strongly encourage you. Make sure you get involved with at least 5 to 10 stock, 5 to 10 cryptos, and just begin to put something in them on a regular basis, whether it be daily, whether it be weekly, whether it be bi-weekly, whether it be monthly, whatever the case may be. I don't know your budget, I don't know your pockets, but I know that there are opportunities out there. I know that there are ways you manage your risk, that you put a portion of your hard-earned income to work in the stock markets and in the crypto market, and I strongly encourage you to do so. I made posted a few comments in my post column. It used to be community tab. Now it's called post. So it's called the post column. So I posted, I think, 3 or 4 things in there on today, just showing some of the things I ventured into, or we ventured into when we were on spring break this year. Our vacation about a week and a half ago, right? And my first one, I posted um, uh, spring break 2025, sponsored by stock and crypto. Not talking about any stock in crypto. We talk about the stock in crypto that I've been in for over the past year, 2 years, 3 years, what have you. And no, we're not into crypto winter. And I talked about crypto winter plenty over the last few years. Not going to talk about it much on the day. I don't believe we're in crypto winter, but I believe it's coming, right? And in that video when I was talking about Larry Jones, trust the process, they speak on that. It's coming. You have to learn the seasons of stock, learn the seasons of crypto, and you have to respect these things. You have to respect the knowledge that is provided every time a market crash happens, every time a market reset happens, every time a market correction happens. You know, you need to understand these things, research them for yourself, right? Research them for yourself. Jot it down, put it in a spreadsheet, put it in a journal, so you can refer back to it when these things happen and you can't recall it in your mind. Then you can recall it in your tablet, or you can recall it in your spreadsheet, or what have you, whatever works for you, right? But you need to know these things and figure out how you can capitalize on these things, right? Because there are ways to do so if you learn this game, right? So anyway, you want to back in December, I believe the first week of December, crypto was running pretty good. The stock market was running pretty good. And my plan that I have developed over the last few years since I've been in this game, been in it since 2020, and I'm always adjusting my plan, strengthening it, making it better and better, pivoting, right? And sometimes as I look back in retrospect, maybe I'm a little bit too greedy at times, trying to get too big too quickly, right? Because if I would have followed a portion of my mindset the first week of December, I was looking at my 2 of my favorite portfolios, right? And I was like, if I take and liquidate about 3/4 of this thing, I could really do some things. But it didn't fit my whole plan that I had come up with it, because I thought I have a pretty good solid plan. But things happen in life. So if I had been pivoting better along the way, I could took that mindset that I had first week of December, and man, if you think I have a smile right now, whew. But no regrets, still happy with my plan. I still can do a lot of things, still able to do a lot of things. But yeah, that's the difference of what the stock market and crypto can make in your life. That's all I'm trying to say. All this talking I'm doing, I'm just trying to say, trust the process of the system, right? Begin to put a portion of your money to work. And as you put your money to work, if you have a plan to be debt free, stick with your plan. You could continue to develop your plan along the way, and let's say your plan is to get out of debt in 5 years, and in 2 years you find yourself where you could really be out of debt, but you don't want to put the sacrifice of all the hard work you've been doing leading up to that 2 years. So you decide, I'm not gonna just liquidate everything and become debt free. I would agree with that. I wouldn't want to liquidate everything and become debt just to become debt free. But I would say I am bold enough at this point in my life that I would liquidate 50% of it and aggressively knock out a portion of my debt. Excuse me. And then I will continue to work the remaining 50% that I have in the portfolio. I will continue to build my position strongly. And as things begin to pop, as things begin to run, I would take a portion of the profits on a regular basis, maybe once a quarter, maybe once every 6 months, to knock out, aggressively attack becoming debt free. There is something to be said of being debt free. I thought it was overrated. I'm beginning to change my mind, with things such as this crash market, this crash that has been going on in the market, for being debt free makes life a lot more simplified, and it makes it a lot easier to take advantage of the opportunities that the market has been presenting in this downturn. I've been able to take advantage of a lot of opportunities it presented me, but my mind also runs to let me know I could have better capitalized on certain things had I went ahead and become fully debt free. I think I have minimal debt. I don't mind my debt. I think it's very easily for me to take care of it. I think even if I lost my job on tomorrow, or if I lost all my multiple streams of income on tomorrow, I think I would still be fine. But life wouldn't be as simple as it could be. And it definitely wouldn't be as simple as it could be had I eliminated every bit of my debt and just go from there. So I know I talked all around the mulberry bush, but I think I've shared bits and pieces of nuggets that could help people out, right? Some things may be for some person, other bits and pieces may be for another person. A lot of it may just be knowledge or food for thought for whosoever will. But my brother, my sister, I just want to share with you, there are great things happening in the stock market. There are great things happening in the crypto market. And there will continue to be great things happening in the stock market and crypto market as time progresses. The only thing that matters is, are you in the stock market? Are you in the crypto market? Will you be able to benefit from the great things that happen? Because they're going to happen. They're going to happen with you. They're going to happen without you. The only difference is, are you going to take part in it? Same thing, it's Resurrection Sunday, and I am a Christian. And at work, we had a conversation the other day. Someone was saying, well, what is Good Friday? I say, well, all I can say is, to me, Good Friday is the answer. It's the answer because that's the day that the Savior laid down his life for mankind, that man may be redeemed back to God. He laid down his life for the remission of sin. He said, so what is Easter? 3 days, what is Easter? I say, well, it said he laid down his life, and then 3 days later, he took it back up, defeated sin and death, died once, never to die again. He said, but then Thursday should be Good Friday. And I laughed because I knew exactly where his mind was going. Many years ago, I wondered, how in the world could Easter Sunday morning be Resurrection morning? How could that be 3 days later? Friday is one day, Saturday is one day, Sunday is another. That's three. And I was like, yeah, but that's not how we normally do the math. Yay and nay. What it is he passed away. He gave up his life on a Friday. And then early that third morning, which would be Sunday, early that third morning, he had fulfilled his 3 days. He didn't wait till a full 3 days. He waited till the third day. And when the third day rolled in, he rolled out. So, man, that sounded good. But again, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not here trying to preach. I'm just here to try to share how to spread good news. Spiritually so, financially so, and buying back your own freedom speaking. So, right. So it's good to have time to enjoy life, right? Enjoy life and not be able to not having to scratch your head to figure out how you're going to fund life because you're now trying to enjoy life. Plenty of ways to do that. You say, well, how much money is in the market? Is there enough money for everybody? Yeah, I had to get quiet on that. Is there enough money for everybody? Uh, there are many billionaires of world in the world today, and millionaires in the world today, and hundredaires, thousandaires in the world today. Yeah, there's more than enough money for everybody in the market if you apply the principle of how the market works. You'll be rewarded with how the market rewards. Yes, you don't have to fret or worry about whether or not there's enough money. There is enough money. You just got to do your research. The market is a money making machine. The market is. Does he know what he's talking about? Don't take my word. Go do your own research. Yeah. Go fact find for yourself and get busy. Get busy growing your wealth. Get busy growing your financial knowledge. Get busy having a better life, building a better tomorrow for yourself and for your family. And it starts with just getting started. So, again, I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. But thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your support. If you will, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'd appreciate the support. And just have a good day and enjoy life. You guys take care and be blessed continually, my friend. That's saying be blessed at always, at all times. Whether you're up, whether you're down, be blessed, right? Whether you have something in your pocket or not, be blessed. Whatever the case may be blessed, be encouraged, have a made up mind. I am going to be okay. I'm going to be all right. Have a made up mind, all is well. If you know me, if you see me out and about, if we have a conversation, I'm always going to say all is well. Because all is well here in my mind mentally. The battle is first fought here in your mind. And if all is well is here, all will be well out here in the real world, because you're not gonna let anything get you down. When you're up, right? When you're down, that's okay. I'm still up. I'm still in the fight. I'm still in life. I still feel good. I still have an opportunity to put things at risk to have a better and better moment in my life. So all is well. Got a little bit of knowledge. All is well. I got strength in my body. I'm still breathing. All is well. I'm going to yet come out fighting. You look at this small frame and you try to size up what you think I can and cannot do. I've been living life for 55 years. I've been doing a few things. I come to find out this little body can do some amazing things, right? If I have that mindset that I can do this little body can do some amazing things. It's kind of hard to stop this little body. Don't let the little body fool you. Don't let this very kind persona fool you. You know, I've been in the United States Army, and I'd have had to do some things, right? I'd have had to defend my country. I'd have had to defend that flag. I'd have had to defend myself. And so, you just got to do what you got to do in life. If it comes down to it, I got to defend myself, then that's what I got to do. Well, what will you do? I'm going to do the best I can, because all is well. When I play this game, a financial game, I do it the best I can. When I drive down the road, I do it the best I can. When I love up on my family, I do it the best I can. And when I got to defend, how do I do it? The same way I do everything. My parents taught me, when you do things, you do it the best you can. So when I got to defend myself, I do it the best I can. When I come on to YouTube and have a few moments to share some words with you, I do it the best I can. If you don't like my presentation, hey, I'm sorry what my present doesn't work for you. But I know within my mind of mine and in my heart of hearts, I'm giving it my all and I'm doing the best I can. So as I conclude for the final time, you guys enjoy the rest of the closeout of your Sunday and have an awesome day. Take care again and be blessed continually.